What is up, everybody? Welcome on into Alarm Fantasy Football. I'm Andrew Cooper. He's Howard Bender. And guess what, folks? Today is the day. All your start-sit questions. I know people have been trying to sneak them in over the last couple of days. Sometimes we help you, sometimes we don't, but today's the day we do. Today's the day we jump in and we hit on everything that you guys got going on. And looking at the chat already, with people getting in here early, members and everybody else, there's quite a bit going on. There's quite a bit going on, Bender. So we're going to do our best to hit on everything. Before we do that, though, I just wanted to bring something up, man. That's been bothering me. And you know me. I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky guy for the most part, right, Bender? I kind of easy going. But
yeah, what do you got going on? What's up?
All right. This is bugging me. Mini rant real quick for you guys, because this is the season, besides the draft, the NFL draft, this is the season where the most fake insiders come out. This is the season when the rumors get so ridiculous for the clickbait and for the attention and for the clout and for everything that it drives me nuts. There are real insiders. There's no doubt about that. Ian Rappaport and Adam
Schefter.
Ian Schefter, yeah, whatever. The one guy, yeah, the super Ian Schefter industrial complex. Those guys are real insiders. They get scoops and they go and they vet them with the teams. They vet them with the agents. That's legitimate information. Right? There are other fringe insiders. There are people that get real information. People clown that guy, Ricky Scoops, but like he's said things that he could only have possibly known from someone. Like things like the Trevor Lawrence contract on a random day that he outscooped everybody. That's real, right? Whatever on those. After that, you have a ton of people out there. I'm not going to name any particular names. They're not that hard to find that will just throw things against the wall. And I'm telling you right now, it's crazy.
Dove Kleiman?
That's me. He's just repeating stuff. Getting mad at Dove Kleiman is like getting mad at Reddit. Like he's just taking other things. But he's a part of the problem. Because if somebody comes out and says, oh, my sources say this, and then accounts like Dove, especially if it's something controversial, accounts like Dove Kleiman, accounts like some of the NFL team accounts that just want to grab every rumor and get some clout from it, they'll jump on that. You know what I mean? Sometimes people do have information. Howard Bender broke a Marshawn Lynch story. You and Jim Bowden talked to actual baseball players and NFL players on the show. We've had Ahman Green on. We have people on. Jim texts other GMs. That's actual insider information. That's real information. Some of these people are just trying to put two and two together on their own, and then they say, my sources told me this. And when you say, oh, who are your sources? They say, oh, I can't tell you my sources. I can't give them. They don't have sources. And they're just making things up for clout, and they're victory lapping what hits and ignoring what doesn't. So for the next month or so, you got to be very careful. You got to be you have to be diligent in muting certain accounts. We're going to do our best to help you sort through it, but just be very careful with these trade rumors because I'm seeing them all over the place. I'm seeing Devon Achane being traded to the Seahawks because Kenneth Walker with 98th percentile speed isn't fast enough. That's not real. No one actually is saying that is connected to anything. So just be very careful with all these rumors. End of rant now, Bender.
Listen, you know what? I mean, that's totally cool. Again, and I've gone through that, some of that as well, because I know that Jim gets a lot of inside information, and I know that, I know what teams in the NFL Jim has contacts in as well. So, it's kind of interesting. That was like was it yesterday's show? No, it was the day before when I had Matt Clement. I told you I was asking him just his personal opinion when a team doesn't release the injury information. Right. What are we doing? By the way, I'm actually going to be leaving the Fantasy Alarm family to take a job as the assistant general manager for the Fizzy Bizzies, which is Chipper Jones's fantasy football team. He is offered me a position as the president of football operations.
Yeah. Rumor on that is the signing bonus is a autographed bat. Can that be confirmed?
I need to know if there are health benefits involved. Right. I'll take the signed bat signing bonus. Absolutely.
Yes. And I'll say one last thing on that is that, sometimes these rumors, even Adam Schefter, an agent will turn to him and be like, hey, we're working on a deal. It's probably going to go through. Sometimes those things prove to be false too. You know what I mean? Like the Ayuk to the Steelers trade, everyone was clowning people that said that. Turned out later on that was on the table, and Ayuk just changed his mind on the contract, right? So all these things, man, you got to take them with a grain of salt. It's not actionable information until it's being confirmed by legitimate sources.
Is there something besides the Achane to Walker thing? Is there something that like really kind of sparked this? Because I'm just kind of curious, as far as like
that one definitely bothered me. But there's a ton of them out there. Like if you type in Trey Hendrickson trade, you can find sources that claim he's being traded to every single team in the league. You can find literally Trey Hendrickson has already been traded to the Cowboys and the Patriots and 10, 15 different teams, right? Like until that stuff is being confirmed by as to actually being, when someone says, oh, there are talks, like a Schefter or somebody like that, then yeah, maybe, you know what I mean? You're hearing ones like, Jacoby to the Patriots, and some of those ones are coming from people that I do trust. But like a lot of these ones out there that are just people making ridiculously wrong connections, you can't trust that, man. I mean, even I at one point said, oh, I think Tyreek Hill is going to get traded. And then he did end up getting traded, but I never once said that I had a source for that. The source for that was that I looked at the contract and I looked at the roster construction and actually said, hey, you know what? This might actually happen. But I'm not trying to pretend I have sources. You got to be very careful with certain accounts pretending they know people when they don't. So, End of story there. Let's get in. We got tons of questions in the chat, so I think we got
already, right? Already, look at you guys in there.
Yeah, let's start with the before I was even in here. We had some people in here, especially some members. Mojo was in here. I don't even know what time this was. Had to be an hour ago or so. Mojo was in here very early. So Stafford or Darnold? He said in the standard league, but standard. Does that mean 6-point passing? I mean, yeah. So whatever. Stafford or Darnold this week.
I'm probably going to go with Stafford here against Jacksonville. It's a road game there. It's another trip back, to the East Coast here. Maybe he's getting a little tired, but nevertheless, I think even without Puka Nacua, I think that Stafford's going to be throwing a bunch. Again, Sam Darnold, he's going up against, I think you brought it up yesterday, Houston, 3rd overall in DVOA against the pass. Has definitely improved a lot there. So, yeah, that's kind of – I'm leaning Stafford.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. We've been using Darnold here or there, but it's just not a good matchup for him. Mojo also has Vidal or Judkins for a flex spot.
Mojo. Come on, man.
It's a question.
Is it a question?
No.
How about the fact that are we worried that there was a report that there were going to be 40 to 50 mile an hour winds in Cleveland, and that's why everybody's just going to stack the box? Miami is giving up almost 170 rushing yards per game.
Yeah.
They're giving up the third highest yards per carry average, the 5th most rushing touchdowns. Vidal did what he did. Dowdle did what he did. It was all against Miami. It wasn't that these guys are like big time back. So Judkins against Miami to the moon.
Right. We've been doing this with certain teams. Like when we were talking last week, we were talking about, Mac Jones versus Darnold. I mean, they both panned out, but like Mac Jones did what he did against the Bucs. So then we started Sam Darnold against the Bucs. Now we're doing the same thing. If you can start people against Miami, you do it. If you can start tight ends against the Panthers, you do it. There's certain teams that just don't have the personnel, and everyone knows it. And you can't just conjure guys out of thin air to stop the run or everything. Here. All right.
You want to hit Rod Elliott's quick trio of questions there also?
Because he's a member as well. Afternoon, fellas. PPR, Mason Taylor or Pitts this week?
Well, Coop just said it, right? You start tight ends against the Carolina Panthers, even though the Jets don't really have any, right? Josh Reynolds, Arian Smith, Tyler Johnson. It's not a great receiving core. It does not mean that Carolina doesn't suck against the tight end. And it's not like they're going to double team Mason Taylor. So,
right. And Pitts is our test case this week. So the 49ers have been a bad matchup for tight ends, but Fred Warner's out now, right?
I keep forgetting that Fred Warner's out.
He's out. Yeah, so that's the thing. But we don't know for sure, though, because it doesn't always work like that. With the Bills this year, even with Matt Milano out, they've still been a tough matchup. So we'll see. If Pitts goes off here, then we'll downgrade the 49ers, but it could just be the scheme and the way they're operating that's been kind of keeping tight ends at bay. So we'll see on that. But we're going Taylor. Rod says if McLaurin can't go, PPR, Cup, Whittington, or Chubb. there's definitely some excitement in the building that McLaurin's going to be back based on some comments from the players. Jalen Lane this week was like everyone's getting fired up. We love that guy. It's good to have him ramping up. So excitement is there. I think if he does go, if McLaurin's going, you go with him over Cup, Whittington, and Chubb, right? Cup hasn't done much for us.
I mean, no, but I kind of think Cup is probably the guy that you want, assuming that Derek Stingley is going to be jumping all over JSN. Because Whittington, we're not 100% sure, right? Is Tutu Atwell's hamstring going to be back? Is he going to be fine? What's the target share going to be for Devontae Adams? Will they get Tyler Higbee more involved? We like Whittington as an upside play. Might just be a little bit more of like a DFS dart throw for me. And Chubb running up against Seattle is just not something that I particularly want to do.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. So I'm going Cup. But if McLaurin plays, we go McLaurin.
Oh, easily. Oh, yeah. If McLaurin plays, then it's a moot point.
Yeah. At defense, we got Green Bay, Cleveland, Chicago.
Oh, I mean, I got to go with Cleveland here, especially if there's going to be weather issues in Cleveland, then Miami on the road, heavy mistake football.
Miami's in big trouble. Okay. Let's just hit these ones that came in before the show starts. We can put some stuff on the screen here. Pick one, half PPR, Darnold, Stroud, or Dart. So Stroud for us could end up being ranked pretty high. The problem is that game's on Monday, so we didn't get an injury report for the Seahawks yet. But last week they were missing Reek Woolen, Devon Witherspoon, and Julian Love. And if they're missing two of those guys even, then Stroud's got to be the guy, I think.
I think Stroud's got to be the guy anyway. It's, again, not a great matchup for Darnold. It's a terrible matchup for Jackson Dart. I mean, look at like, you know, the Denver pass defense is insane and his weapons are limited. So, you know, it's going to be Dart, it's going to be Scatabo, and Denver's preparing for that just like they did to the Jets this past week. So it's Stroud for me no matter what, but it would be a huge bonus to see more Seattle defensive backs out.
Yeah. He also says tight end Ertz, Mason Taylor, or Barner. We're not going to go Barner, and we're going Mason Taylor this week against the Panthers. It's just a good matchup. No Garrett Wilson, maybe no Josh Reynolds. I think Alan Lazard's going to be back, but I mean, whatever.
Did you see that game total for Washington Dallas, dude?
It's like 55 last
55. So maybe Ertz ain't so bad.
Ertz isn't bad either.
I'm still going Taylor, but
I was looking at him in DFS. It's like there's a lot of guys in that range that are all priced very similarly, that are all really interesting options. Because the thing is, Ertz is 3,800, Fannon's 3,900. Fannon with no Njoku against Miami, and then you got
that's a huge one.
You could just only pick guys from this range. Listen to this: Ertz 3,800. Fannon 3,900, Michael Mayer 3,500, and he got like 7 targets last week. Mason Taylor 3,400 going against the Panthers. I mean, like, so many good plays in that range. This is like in my article, I literally started it by saying, "Well, happy chalk week. Welcome to chalk week. We got to sort out the good chalk versus the bad chalk."
Well, that's the great part is that you've got 4 guys who are in very, very, you know, it's the price is absolutely favorable. It's going to be about going against ownership and kind of coming in with, you know, what we know about certain situations.
There's like 10 guys, dude. Like,
everyone's going to go with, I guarantee you, everyone's going to go with Ertz.
Well,
everyone's going to go with Ertz because of the game total.
There's also McBride with possibly no Marvin Harrison Jr. against a bottom 5 defense so far. You've got Tucker Kraft going up against the Cardinals. Like, there's so many chalk matchups that, like, it might just spread out the ownership naturally. You know, so we might be all right just going with whoever we like best.
Let's see if I have the recent ownership percentage.
I'll hit this one while you're doing that. Maximus wants to know, A.J. Brown, Waddle, Diggs, Rice needs 2 of those guys. Rashee Rice, no matter what, for me this week, I'm locked in on him.
Normally I would say Waddle, but we're going to have to really look at the weather there, because if they are going to kind of shorten it up, then it's it might not be a great situation. But I would have to go AJ Brown.
Probably just go AJ Brown and Rice. Yeah, keep an eye on the weather. 50-mile-an-hour winds is like it's like impossible to pass on that. That is definitely the red zone. So we'll keep an eye on that. Would you trade Lamb for Metcalf and Judkins? Neither are solid RB. I have Cook and ETN.
I trade who for what?
Lamb,
Where?
CeeDee Lamb for Metcalf and Judkins.
I trade Lamb for
Ooh,
Metcalf.
Maximus, let us know in the chat who your RB3 is currently. That's the most important part of the equation here. Because if you have no one, then I mean, you're gonna need something for this week. I mean, because Cook's on a bye week. But like, who are you starting with Cook out? If you can get away with it, and it's somebody that's fine, then I would just do that and live my life with Lamb and hope that he comes back and he's awesome again.
I mean, I'm sure Lamb's going to be awesome again. I'm sure he's going to get a massive target funnel.
Right.
It's just, yeah, if he's saying that he needs another solid RB, I mean, listen, I might not like Aaron Rodgers. I might not like the offense that Arthur Smith runs, but DK Metcalf is getting the targets. He's getting the work.
Mm-hmm.
He and Rodgers are definitely connecting. So I'm not against this trade at all. If you're definitely in need of a solid running back.
You just said Pollard is his RB3.
Yeah, I'd make this trade then.
I'd take the trade, man. Yeah, Pollard actually played fewer snaps than Spears in the negative game script, and that team's gonna have a lot of negative game scripts.
Yeah.
Fatty says Tez Johnson worth a start over Cup, Dobbs, or McConkey Donkey. I'm probably not gonna go that far personally. You have good enough options.
Yeah, no, I would stay with
I'd just start McConkey.
I would start McConkey here, yeah.
Michael Pittman, Keenan Allen, Rashee Rice, pick 2. I mean, Rashee Rice, man. So many Rashee Rice questions, dude.
I know. Should we just blanket this for everybody? You're starting Rashee Rice. Unless your options are like Justin Jefferson, Jackson Smith-Njigba, or Rashee Rice start 2. I'm starting Rashee Rice. You stashed him all this time. Unleash the fury.
Like, I have half a mind to move Rashee Rice up even farther from where I have him. But like,
release the Kraken.
Yeah, I have him ranked like wide receiver 7, but that's the guy I might even start over like Justin Jefferson. Like, he's a megastar, super megastar.
It's Pittman and Rice for me on this.
Yep, me as well. Bryce Young, Aaron Rodgers, whoever the Minnesota QB is, or Mac Jones. Pick just one.
So I kind of feel like Minnesota's in a tough matchup, right? Minnesota's got Philadelphia at home. I might just go Rodgers here tonight.
Cincinnati, I'm doing
sucks.
it. I'm starting Rodgers in a league where I had Josh Allen and just didn't even think about a backup quarterback. So I'm starting Rodgers tonight in a very important. I think I'm starting in the Sirius XM host league I'm in. So yeah, I'm down to start Rodgers. Good setup for him. It makes the night more interesting. All right, Outdoors Dan, what's up, dude? Would you pick up Count Chalk or Frankenberry?
Ooh, I mean, I'm a Frankenberry
This is
guy.
a Frankenberry house, yeah.
Always, yeah, it is a Frankenberry house here.
We need a Shannon Sings waiver pickup wave track. Yeah, we do. All right, we're on the screen here. I'm going to do Eric's question real quick, and then I'm just going to scroll through and see if we got any other member questions.
Let's go.
Got a trade offer. Trade away Rice and Swift. Get Barkley and Rachaad White. Oh, man. I mean, just holding Rice for that long, only to trade him away, doesn't feel right, man.
I mean, Rice he's Mahomes' top target, and he's going to be Mahomes' top target. Swift, listen, there's nobody else getting burned on that team, right? Roschon Johnson, no. Kyle Monangai, minimal. So when I kind of look at this, I mean, Rachaad White's going to lose his gig to Bucky Irving when he gets back. No question about it.
No doubt.
Don't for a moment think that they're going to keep Bucky Irving in a timeshare with Rachaad White. Like, I mean, I'm even more positive about that than I am with Chuba Hubbard and the Rico Dowdle split. Swift is just getting all the work here. Ben Johnson's offense, I mean, we saw it in motion here against the Washington Commanders. And I mean, the Commanders had a great run defense. And what did Ben Johnson do? He's like, I'm going to flip the script and I'm just going to keep running at these guys. And it worked.
Yeah, it worked. So I'm with you on that. We got 2 member questions here that came in. If you want to cut the line, you got things to do. Either do a super chat or hit that join button and become a member, like our guy Rod Elliott here. Fannin or Hunter Henry, half PPR. I mean, if Njoku's out, it's Fannin. Yeah.
Yeah, if Njoku's out, it's Fannin, no question.
Hamburger, what up, dog? PPR, Marks, Gainwell, or Ridley? What an interesting bunch that is, huh?
It is. I think I would go with Gainwell tonight, going up against Cincinnati. Soft run defense. Again, he's getting a lot of work here with Jalen Warren. Woody Marks is going up against Seattle alongside Nick Chubb, and we saw Marks kind of get pulled back a little bit last week. I refuse to trust Ridley. I refuse to trust Ridley at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fully with you, man. And I mean, 6 catches in back-to-back games for Gainwell. That's better than what Ridley's been doing. Before we go back up the top, I just noticed we had a legend in the house, Scott Engel, the king.
What up, Scott? He's picking Arian Smith as a flyer everywhere. I know, man. I'm in a league with you, dude. I saw you already take him.
Good luck with that, brother.
Dude, the king with Anthony Aniano, pocket aces, man. Their fantasy team is good. I'm still the points leader, but they're good.
The king still got it, dude. Should I trade the king? Stay the king, right? Should I trade JD for Chris Olave? I have Jackson Dart. Current wide receivers: Lamb, Odunze, Myers, Wandale, Golden, Coker. In a vacuum, I do it. I'm already strong at wide receiver. Yeah, no. Just stay with what you got, man. There's no reason to. You don't need Olave. He probably wouldn't start for you many weeks.
Yeah, even if you're starting 3 wide receivers, and CD and Odunze are locked in there. You've got great matchup potential here with Myers, Wandale. Golden, I think, is emerging, and Coker is just about to come back. So I would just stay put here.
What is the real difference, honestly, right at this moment between Wandale and Olave? It's like just high volume kind of junk targets, hoping for a touchdown. Olave has 1 touchdown, so does I think Wandale has 2. I don't know. I think it's very similar players. Was leaning towards not similar players in a vacuum, but like the situation is similar right now. Was leaning towards doing it to improve my RBs. I have Scataboom. I mean, how does that improve your RBs though? I would trade for an RB. RBs are good. You're fine. Hail to the Redskins. Happy birthday. Hey guys, PPR need to sit 1.
I like how you just blew off that fella over there who shouldn't be named.
He tricked me into saying Redskins, which you're not supposed to say. So I wanted to move on. But happy Boss's Day to Bender. Hey, you know what? Happy Boss's Day to Bender. And look at that. Greg back out of the doghouse for today. For now.
Is he?
I think it's a daily thing. I think he 1 day suspension's over. He's back. So good to see you, Greg. Lost Egbuka to injury, gained Rice. Who'd you sit? Rice, Pickens, London, Sutton. You can't sit Rice or London under any circumstances. So you got Sutton going against the Giants, which is a good matchup. You got Pickens, who's just been the funnest player to watch in all of football in that shootout game. I think you got to sit Sutton. I think you kind of do. Right, Bender? I mean, you can't sit Pickens in the that crazy Washington-Dallas game. So you might have to sit Sutton on this one.
Yeah, probably Sutton, which is a shame too because the Giants are terrible. I mean, this is an embarrassment of riches. Death Wish.
Yeah.
Yes, I know you just saw your text. Also, I already said yes that we will interview Larry Fitzgerald at 2:40 p.m. Eastern today.
Yes, Jacob. Thank you. The answer is I don't even know. You don't have to ask that question. The answer to that question is pretty much permanently yes. Waller or Kittle this week? Gotta be Kittle here. If he's playing, you start Kittle.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody in the chat? There's going to be a lot of QB questions, Todd. Yes, because Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are on bye week. Let's have a week, baby. Let's go. Everybody's fired up. Dart or Bryce Young?
Dart or Bryce Young? I'll go Bryce Young against the Jets. I just don't like Dart's matchup here in Denver.
Yep. Caleb or Fields?
I feel like you have to just go with Caleb. He hasn't shown you any reason not to utilize him. And even DJ Moore being out means really nothing when you're throwing Luther Burden in there. I get that Fields has that rushing upside, and I get that it's Carolina, but I mean, there are no weapons for him. None whatsoever. So I would go with Caleb Williams here.
And then Darnold, Kyler, or Daniel Jones? I'm going Daniel Jones, man.
Yeah, I'd go DJ on this one too.
Good streamer. Ethan, what up, bro? Need two. Walker, Chase Brown, Vidal, Knight, Carter.
Ugh.
Yeah.
How did it get so ugly? I'm gonna go with you know what, in this one here, I'll go Walker and I'll use Vidal.
That's where I use Vidal.
I
Yep.
don't love it, but
That's where we're using them.
that Arizona backfield is dog shit.
Yeah, it is. One RB, one flex. Vidal, Chase Brown. Oh, dude, I have so much Trey Benson. It makes me so sad that we were like this close. Vidal, Chase Brown, Pittman, Marks, Hubbard.
I mean, Pittman is definitely your flex play there. It's a
Yeah.
question of really who you want to use. I would lean Hubbard if he is back. If he's not back, then you pivot to Vidal.
Yep, easy as that. Dak or Fields? Gotta go
Dak.
Dak. Crazy matchup for Dak.
Yep.
Too early on this one, I know, but with the 9:30 Eastern game, I need to make an earlier call than I want. DJ Moore if he goes, or Whittington if Puka is out. I think you got it right there, man. I think you got it. If DJ Moore goes, you start him if he's playing. And then otherwise you got, I guess, got to go with guys like Whittington, but like I don't trust Whittington. I don't even trust him to be a full-time player if Tutu's playing. Could be some sort of rotation. Mason Taylor or Waller in PPR.
Mason Taylor or Waller in PPR. You know what? I'm gonna go with Mason Taylor in this one here. Let me pull up the let me just pull up the weather report here for everybody, just so that we can, kind of do away with what's going on here in Cleveland and not speculate. This is from Kevin Roth, who does all of the stuff. Right now, he's got it at yellow/orange. Some rain looks likely, though. Rainfalls totals during the game likely to stay under 1/10 of an inch. Of greater interest is the wind. Right now, models showing strong winds pregame and strong winds post-game, but modest 10 to 15 mile an hour winds in-game. The timing of that isn't locked in yet, so I think we need to monitor this game for potential impactful winds along with the rain chances. So right now, it doesn't look like it's like some big monsoon, but it sounds like something is brewing there. So for now, I would say Mason Taylor is probably the safer play. I can't hear you. You're on mute now. Let's get you off mute.
I got it. My dog was barking. If if the weather is completely clear, I'd go Waller, but that's a good enough tiebreaker if it's going to be nasty. And I mean, the over/under indicates that it is. I mean, that game is set at 37.5. Gross. The implied point total for the Dolphins as underdogs here has got to be like 14 points, right? Not even.
Probably.
So pretty bad. Engram or Schultz? I'm still going Engram. I know he's not a full-time guy, but he's getting 6 targets pretty much every week here, 3 weeks in a row. What more can you ask for, right?
Did you see that Dalton Schultz actually put a basket on the front of his walker so that he can catch passes?
He can't catch passes. A couple balls have fallen in there. Schultz he just offers nothing in terms of after the catch. That's the thing. Love or Danny?
He can fall forward.
He can fall sometimes. He's usually more of kind of a lie down move. Love or Danny Dimes here? I do believe I still have Daniel Jones ahead just for the mobile upside, but Love is a pretty good play.
Yeah, Love's a nice play here, but I'll go with Daniel Jones as well. I've got him, like a spot or two ahead.
Yep. Someone survived the CeeDee Lamb injury, 5-1. Congratulations. Need
Nice. 2
of these guys at flex. Chase Brown, Tucker Kraft, Pollard, Gainwell, or either Cardinals backs. Who's your tight end, man? Tight end, your tight end must be someone like Ferguson or Warren or something, right? To go,
Probably.
Yeah. I probably do just start the tight. This is probably where I do go 2 tight end set with Tucker Kraft. Good matchup for him.
Tucker Kraft for sure, and then the other one. I mean, that's a tough one there, right? I mean, it comes down to, for me, it's either Pollard or Gainwell. I might just go Gainwell tonight. He needs 2.
I might just start Chase Brown there.
Oh, yeah?
At least he's getting the volume. He's not doing a damn thing with it.
He's not. And since Derek Harmon came back for the Steelers, the run defense has definitely shown some improvement.
Yeah, I do have Chase Brown ranked ahead of most of the guys that are like splitting,
Yeah, no, I understand that. I definitely understand that.
I'd probably just go with him. That's how I go. So you might have to get another opinion. What's up, Two Socks? Start sit QB Baker or Goff?
I
got
think
Goff.
I'm going Goff here.
I have him back to back, but I have Goff one spot ahead as well. Baker's just missing a lot of his weapons.
Missing all of his weapons.
All of them. Kelsey or Fan and Junior. Go with Kelsey. Kelsey historically destroys the Raiders. Last year in 2 games against the Raiders, he averages 19 PPR points. Over his career, he's averaged 16 PPR points against this team. I mean, in the last 17 times he's played this team, he's only scored less than 9 points one time. There's just something about it. Certain players just crush certain teams, like Derrick Henry against the Texans. Kelsey just crushes the Raiders. So I'm going with him.
Let me ask you this question here, Two Socks. Can Fannin go into one of these flex spots? Is this the same team?
Right. Because Egbuka's going to be out. Egbuka's, they already said, I think they already ruled Egbuka out.
Yeah, Egbuka's out. So I would look at this. London is definitely one of your wide receivers, and Pittman is probably your other wide receiver.
Yeah.
So then you've got 2 flex spots for Sutton, McConkey, Addison, and possibly Fannin.
Possibly Fannin, yeah.
But I guess if we're
I think it's just McConkey. I just go McConkey and Addison anyway, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Sutton and McConkey.
Sutton
against the Giants, yeah. Big Gorilla, which is 10 in premium, need 2 from Kenneth Walker, JMO, AJ Brown, Pitts.
I'm gonna go JMO and AJ Brown.
Yeah, JMO and AJ Brown. Got to pick one PPR: Chase Brown, Pollard, Rico, or Hubba. Oh, it's the Twitch gang. What's up, Twitch gang? Yeet 56 and the Twitch gang. Twitch glasses for the Twitch gang. Chase Brown, Pollard, Rico, or Hubbard. Thanks, I'm cooked. I mean, if Hubbard is out, then Rico is a smash.
Mm-hmm.
If Hubbard is playing, I think I just start Hubbard.
Yeah, let's go Carolina back.
Because Pollard, again, is splitting. We've given up the pass work, and Chase Brown, we're trying not to start him where we can avoid it. I need to start 2 RBs out of this group. Swift, Vidal, Dowdle. If Chuba is out, we're going Dowdle. I mean, I'm starting Swift no matter what.
Swift no matter what. Yeah. And then I would probably I would hear what they have to say about Hubbard. We'll get some information that Dowdle will probably get, some share of the workload, even if Hubbard's back. I kind of feel like, to me, this is my thought process here, is that this week there's a split. Right? Next week after that, there is not a split, and it all belongs to Hubbard. I think they ease Hubbard in. Dowdle keeps getting work, and that's where it's at. So I'd go Swift and Dowdle here.
Right. The comments they've given definitely don't suggest that Dowdle, like people saying that Dowdle should keep the job. The comments they've given have not been in favor of that. Not even close. Like he came out and said, Dowdle deserves a chance to try and help this team. That's not Dowdle deserves a chance to start. It's like we're going to try and find ways to get him into the game still, even though Hubbard's back. Like to me, he's like, yeah, he's going to play as the other guy, PPR, half PPR. Sutton, Debo, BTJ, Breece Hall, sit one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Dare we sit BTJ in this one here? I mean, Debo against Dallas, Sutton against the Giants, Breece Hall running against Carolina.
I think you might have to sit BTJ here. I think that's the move. He's disappeared plenty of times, If BTJ, like with those guys, and BTJ is going up against Houston, he's got the worst matchup. I think that's it makes logical sense to sit him here. And you're still rooting for him because you want BTJ to be good. If he can be good in bad matchups, then he can continue to be good in good matchups. Need 3 out of Higgins, Diggs, Devonta Smith, and DK. So another sit one.
BTJ's, by the way, he's going up against Los Angeles. He's going up against.
Rams. I was looking at the Seahawks
in London. So
yeah,
all the more reason to sit BTJ.
Yeah. Higgins, Diggs, Devonta Smith, DK. Higgins has not been good. Showed a little sign of life with Flacco. Most air yards he's had all year. I think most receptions, most yards he's had, but it was still like 5 for 50. I might sit Diggs here. He's still not up to like a full-time role. Yeah? No? Say you want to sit Higgins? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I almost want to sit Higgins here, but I guess not. No, I mean, listen, Diggs's condition more and more. So if you're not in on Diggs, then I'm fine putting him on the bench
I'm
here.
in on Diggs. It's just he's got a lot of good players here. The Diggs is the one guy on this list that doesn't play like 90% of the snaps. He plays more like 70, 60.
Cool.
So likes for Laney. Big
And
shout out.
Tennessee's going to be beating up the Patriots anyway. We already know that.
Shut up, dude. I found Brian Kelly in there. I know that the best quality is on. Okay, that's a ad. Get out of here. Daniels or Goff?
Ooh, I mean, I'm going to go Daniels here against Dallas.
Shoot out of the millennium, they're saying. Standard League, sit one. Rice, Adunze, Pickens. Might sit Adunze. I'm starting Rice, and then Pickens is in the he's in the OK Corral game.
Yeah.
Adunze's been great.
Odunze has been great. He's got New Orleans. Is that really a game script that favors like heavy passing here? Probably not. I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
It's tough to sit. Yeah. I mean, maybe you do sit Pickens. Adunze's been so good. I actually would. I'm going to sit Pickens in that game. I'm going to start Adunze and
Pickens.
Adunze and Rice. Pickens is such a wild card. Big Gorilla, Fields or
I'm going to write a song called Sitting Pickens.
Sitting Pickens. Rice or Stafford? I'm sorry, Fields or Stafford.
Man, I think I want to go Fields here. I know it's like impossible to do. No, just give me Stafford against Jacksonville. It's not a great pass defense. It's okay. It's average at best.
I have Fields slightly ahead, but without Garrett Wilson, I mean, it's going to be real tough. And then sit two of Kenneth Walker, Warren, Chubb, Michael Carter. Well, Michael Carter is the easy sit of that group. Probably sit Chubb too.
Yeah, I would sit Chubb as well.
Yeah. Start two, one wide receiver, one flex. Kenneth Walker, Ramondre, T. Higgins, Sutton, Addison. Interesting.
One wide receiver, one flex. All right, Sutton's in there for me as a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Then the question is Kenneth Walker, Ramondre, Addison, or Higgins?
This for my team. I have Walker very close to Stevenson, but I have him 2 spots ahead of my rankings, and I'm just starting Kenneth Walker because I believe in the talent. I mean, like, I know people like, the PFF grades aren't everything. He's the number 1 graded running back. I mean, his breakaway run rate is like 40%. He's got more 15+ yard plays than Devon Achane. Just give him the ball. Just give the ball to Kenneth Walker, please. Yeah. I'm begging you.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Walker, Sutton for me.
Right. Need 3 wide receivers from Olave, Rice, Waddle, Higgins, Devonta Smith. So Rice is in. Smith is in. Let's go Olave. Olave, yeah, because the rain conditions over there. If everything clears all the way up and the over-under for that Browns game, you see it go over 40, then maybe we start getting Waddle and those guys back in. But we need to see the rain clear up, and we need to see the Vegas kind of show that. Diggs or Wandale? Full PPR.
I'm going Diggs. I do not like going up against that Denver defense.
I don't. Start 2, Pittman, Keenan, Devonta Smith, Diggs.
I think we're going Pittman Smith here.
Pittman Smith. Start 1, RJ Harvey, Tracy, Chubb, Haskins.
And for me, it comes down to Chubb or Harvey.
Yeah, I'm probably just starting Harvey.
I think I'm leaning that direction as well.
He's fast. He can make he at some point he's going to have a really big, cool play. Again, he already had one. Somehow survived the CeeDee Lamb injury. We did this one already. Dowdle or Scatabo in a standard. Got to be Scatabo. It's a bad matchup for Scatabo, but if Hubbard's out, it's Dowdle for sure.
If Hubbard is out, yes, then Dowdle for sure. But if he's sharing the workload, then I'm going to go with Scatabo. If Hubbard plays at all, I'm going to go with Scatabo here.
Yes, sir. We have a couple member questions that came in that I want to scoot down and get here. Let's see. Rod, let's see. Rod Elliott had one somewhere here. Where's that Rod Elliott question? All right, well, I'll get this one here. Let's get these ones. There's Josh Coles here. PPR Marks Gainwell Ridley. We did that.
All right, Gainwell.
Rod Elliott here. If you can stash Jerome Ford, would you for potential of trade, or is he done?
He's poop.
Yeah.
It's poop again.
Tajay Spears on the waiver wire. Yeah, he's worth picking up as a stash. Depending who you have to drop, Mojo. Let us know, man.
Yeah.
Fred in the chat. What up, Fred? 12 team, half PPR. Thoughts on Trey Benson as IR stash? Dude, if you got an IR spot, you got to get him in there, man. I mean, like, James Conner's not coming back. Benson is. And they said 4 to 6 weeks. So only a couple more weeks potentially for him. So I have not dropped Trey Benson in one spot. Gibbs, Kyron, Swift, Dowdle, Hubbard. I'm needing to start 3 of them in a standard league.
Okay. Well, Mojo, I mean, make it easy for yourself here, right? Because you're definitely like you're not ever sitting Jahmyr Gibbs, are you? Never. You should never sit Kyron Williams either, right? These are must-start guys. And Swift versus a timeshare between Dowdle and Hubbard. I mean, if Hubbard sits, then maybe you go Dowdle over Swift. But for me, this one here this is a pretty much a no-brainer for me. The first 3 guys you have listed are all getting like a ton of carries. I know that Monty gets some work there in Detroit, but you know, if you're looking at possibly even any kind of a shootout against Tampa Bay, I mean, think about this. Tampa Bay's run defense is super strong because you've got Vita Vea in the middle. You run an outside zone scheme, Vita Vea is not catching Jahmyr Gibbs running to the outside. So, like those, to me, Gibbs and Kyron Williams are must starts no matter what. I don't even care if they're going up against that Cleveland run defense. They're still must starts. Jahmyr Gibbs had 91 rushing yards against Cleveland, for crying out loud. Right. So, like those guys, I mean, they're just certain guys you just don't want to play the matchups every single week. You're gonna end up talking yourself into like a mistake.
Yep, exactly. So you're starting those guys, and Swift. I mean, Swift just had 175 yards from scrimmage. He just had a monster game. He's catching 3 balls every week, basically 3 or more.
But like just as a side example, Devon Achane going up against Cleveland, starting him everywhere. Doesn't matter. Like I get that Cleveland's got a great run defense, but there are just certain guys who are just such integral parts of their offense that you have to go with them completely. Would you sit McCaffrey if he was going up against Cleveland?
No,
probably not.
Yeah, Devon Achane runs a 4-3-2 and he plays wide receiver for a bunch of snaps. Like they're going to find a way to get it. No matter what the matchup is, they just move him.
Yeah, I'm just saying there are certain running backs that you just don't sit, regardless of the matchup. You're overthinking it then.
Mm-hmm.
And I
last 2 member questions here. PPR need 2 flex between Gainwell, Harvey, Carter, Bam Knight, DJ Moore, and Burden.
Ugh. How did it get so ugly there, Hamburglar? What's
going on with DJ Moore?
Well, so he's got the groin issue, so I'm not really, I'm not banking on DJ Moore playing. So
if he's out, I'll play Luther Burden.
If he's out, I'd play Luther Burden for sure. And then I think I'm looking at RJ Harvey against the Giants in this one, rather than try to guess which Arizona running back is going to do anything. So for me, it's Burden and Harvey here.
Fred, I accidentally dropped my bench tight end Mason Taylor for Cade Otton on waivers. Should I start Otton, even if Mike Evans plays, over main tight end Kyle Pitts?
Oh, no, I would just stick with Kyle Pitts here.
Yeah, I'd probably just start Kyle Pitts. And I would also, though, drop Cade Otton to get Mason Taylor back, if you can. If somebody picked up Taylor, then it is what it is.
Agreed.
Yep. Joe wants to know, need 3 RBs, Genty, Judkins, Rico, Rashad White, David Montgomery.
Genty and Judkins are must plays here.
Yeah. And if Hubbard's out, it's Dowdle. If not, it's Rashad White. That's the
exactly. There you go.
Rashad White's
well said, Andrew.
We're getting through these. There's a lot of questions here, so let's rapid fire them up. Juan Pena, shout out Framingham, Massachusetts. Who for my wide receiver 1, 2, 3, and flex? Burden, Tez Johnson, Cooper Kupp, Debo, Devontae Adams. I mean, these guys are kind of out of order here because you're definitely starting Debo. You're definitely starting Adams.
Yep.
So he needs 2 more from the rest of these guys: QJ, Addison, Burden, Tez.
So I'm going Addison here for sure.
Yeah.
I think QJ might sit.
If he
So
plays, start QJ. If QJ doesn't play
I
in
think
the
I
flex,
might.
go JCM then in the flex. Joe, go JCM in the flex.
Oh,
Anyway.
we need 3 wide receivers, right? So Debo, Adams, and Addison.
Yep.
So those are the 3, and then the flex, yeah, Krosky Merritt.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Kittle, if he plays. If not, Zach Ertz. That's what we're doing. AJ Barner, don't trust him. Fannin or Hunter Henry, we did that one already. Big Gorilla, need 1. Alec Aymanar, Sterling Shepard, Evan Engram. Shepard did not get elevated to more than just a slot guy. I was a little disappointed by that. They used the Johnson.
Evan Engram, revenge game narrative, tight end premium in the Big Gorilla.
Easy in the observatory with the candlestick.
Professor Plum says Bam Knight and running back.
I can feel it deep in my Professor Plums. Need 1. RB.
A little Colonel Mustard on that comment there.
Harley, Woody Marks, or Bam.
I'd probably go with Pollard here.
Yeah. I'm in need of a win. Aren't we all, buddy? So nobody wants Hampton. Should I trade him for Shaheed and Aaron Jones?
No.
I lost Buka. No, I wouldn't do that. Because he's got too much upside. Start 3. Devonta Smith, Monty, J-Mo, Chase Brown, Hollywood, Hunter, Chig. And this is a tight end premium.
Okay. So Smith, J-Mo, and is that Hunter Henry or Travis Hunter?
I guess it'd be Hunter Henry since it's listed next to Chig.
Yeah. Do you want to go? All right. So then I'd probably use Hunter Henry then.
I'll use Hunter Henry.
Chase Brown.
Tight end premium. Thoughts on Kittle? I have Tonjes, Engram, Mason Taylor. Can Tonjes still be started? If Kittle's playing, Tonjes can be safely dispensed to the waiver wire.
I just dropped Tonjes in the 2 tight end league in Independence Day.
And I have Engram over. I would start Engram over Tonjes even if Kittle were out. So
yes,
go that way. Happy Friday. What's up? Friday Eve? Yeah, tomorrow. I'm so happy to be part of the fam. You guys are the best. We're happy to have you, Joshua.
Thanks, Joshua.
Superflex, Tua or Flacco? So Tua or Flacco first?
Flacco.
Vidal, Monty, Chase Brown, DJ Moore.
If you're only choosing one out of this group, then I would go with Monty.
Yeah, dude, Flacco had a funny answer. They were like, if Jamar Chase came to you and he said he wanted to do something off script or different, what would you do? And Flacco was like, I'd probably do whatever Chase Brown says. Jamar Chase says, like what kind of question? He's like, I've been on this team for a week. I'd probably do whatever he wants to do. You know? PPR. It's like, what kind of a question, dude? PPR, need 1 flex. Vidal, Addison, J-Mo.
I'm going J-Mo against Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm. Standard League, need to sit one of Gibbs, Williams, Dowdle, Collins, Rice, Sutton, Pickens. Which one should it be? It's never going to be Gibbs. It's never going to be Rice. It's never going to be Collins.
It's Dowdle.
Yep.
Unless
Chuba's out. If Chuba
is out completely,
I like Jameson Williams, dude.
Who?
Jameson Williams disappears sometimes, unless that's Javonte Williams. If it's Javonte Williams, he's in. Yeah. Okay, so then it's probably Sutton. Because that Pickens game with the 55-point over-under is just like you got to get pieces of that game.
Staring at you right in the face, right? Yeah.
Pittman, Fannin, or Waller in the flex. I go Pittman.
Pittman.
But Fannin or Ertz, here it's going to be super windy. Yeah, we've been hearing that too, brother.
Go Ertz. Again, 55 game total there. Dallas mid-level against the tight end. Not crazy, overwhelmingly strong, but especially if, we don't know what McLaurin's workload could be if he even plays. So I'd lean Ertz here.
Right.
If there's going to be like the win. I would check the weather, though.
Yes,
I would
if the weather clears up. And I'll tell you right now, the indicator for me is this. The over-under is sitting at 37.5 right now. If it gets up to above 40 by the time we kick off, that means that they're not worried about the wind and we're going to go Fannin, especially if Njoku's out. But
it was at 40 early this morning. Now it's already at 37.5.
Circle back with us. We're on the show on Sunday morning. because we're gonna have more info on that. All right, let's go super rapid fire here. Robert Stone, Bobby Stone. Have Kendre Miller and Bam. Do I cut one of them for Aaron Jones? Probably Kendre Miller.
Yeah, probably Miller.
Kamara, Walker, Bam. Can't believe it's a question. Needs 2.
Walker, 100% for me. You can pick the other one. I don't
Kamara.
care. Come on.
Where's Coker rank if he plays this week? Coker's a guy that I like having on my bench, and I don't like having in my lineup because we don't know what's going to happen. But I start him over anybody that's like just a part-time player that we don't really use. Any of the field stretchers, I start him over him. But he's such a wild card. We don't know what it's going to look like.
Plug him into a DFS lineup.
DFS. I like to have him on my bench, not my lineup. That's where I live with him. Should I trade QJ for Bill? Yeah, I think that's a good deal. That's fair value for both players.
If Amon-Ra, Puka, Odunze, and QJ, yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, do that. Mason or Engram? We like Mason this week against the Panthers.
Yes.
So we already got that one up there. We got that up there. If you can stash Jerome Full, man.
No, he's poop. We already got that one. He's poop.
Traded Pittman for Quinshon Judkins. I needed RB help. I think that's pretty much exactly fair value. Yeah.
Fair value, good deal.
Pick one for the rest of the season. Wandale, Golden, Dubs, Keon, Pearsall. Golden is who we're looking at right now. The move into the slot has made him much better as of late. Half PPR. Should I try to trade for Genty? You try to trade for Genty in most formats, man. I think Genty's a good player and he's going to have good games in some of these weeks. TD only. Frustrating Travion Henderson or Vidal. And TD only has to be Vidal.
Has to be, yeah.
Best Halloween candy, Kit Kat, Snickers, or candy corn. Howard's wife would immediately smash candy corn on that.
She would. I'm gonna go Kit Kat here.
I like Kit Kats too. I like those like the orange Kit Kats that come out for Halloween. I think they're just white chocolate or some variation, but I don't know why I really like those.
I don't know why you do either.
You don't like them? You gotta live a little, bro. Love or Knicks?
Dark chocolate Kit Kat's delicious. White chocolate Kit Kat's delicious. Something that's orange, no thank you.
Orange, I think I'm confident just the white chocolate ones dyed orange. Love or Knicks?
Then they come out with like a Kit Kat mint also. I was totally into that.
Dude, there are so many more Kit Kats than you would even believe. I was looking at it the other day, and there's a crazy amount. Because
if I showed you the bowl of candy that's sitting in my living room right now, you would like lose your mind.
You got to get through these questions. Kenneth Walker over Chardonnay. Someone in my league. Dude, there's birthday cake Kit Kats that are so good. If you ever
I would give those.
Yeah. Someone in my league lost Garrett Wilson and Ibuka. That's bad for them. After that, looking to capitalize and trade for Bijan. Would Genty and Sutton get it done? I mean, if that gets it done, then get it done.
If that gets it done, get it done.
Yeah. I mean,
Warren, ETN spills beer. Bill and ETN.
Mm-hmm. Schultz is good this week. You're right. Scott is right about that. And Scott is a Seahawks fan. So Schultz isn't a bad play. It's just Schultz is boring. Gibbs, Williams, Swift, Dowdle, Hubbard.
We've done this one already.
Oh, good. It's Mojo. Fannin or Laporta for Danny Hayes.
Ooh. I'd probably go Laporta here.
Me too. Trading Hurts for Lamar. Yeah.
Sure.
You can get Lamar. Great. Allen on bye. I only have Rodgers. Should I trade Sharps and trade Tucker for Dak? No, just start Rodgers.
If I could get Dak for Charbonnet and Tucker, I would do that.
But then.
Oh, but yeah, you got Allen on a bye, so yeah, never mind.
1 week play. For 1 week play, just keep your guys.
You don't need the rental.
Debo DNP. How are you and your beautiful wife up there in Alaska? Not liking news from up there. Be safe. What's the news?
The typhoon is it's on the western part of Alaska. I'm so far southeast that it's not even like it's raining here. That's all it is. Yeah. I'm not dealing with the monsoon. Thank you, though, Auntie Coop.
Alaska's practically like 1/4 of the size of the United States. Howard, yeah, you got to check on what part Howard's in. Pull the trigger on this trade. I give Garrett Wilson and Diggs, get Bowers and Golden. No,
nope, not for me, man. I don't trust Bowers, Nate.
The guys with the PCL injuries, man, it doesn't really go away. Pick one: Evans, Kenneth Walker, or Chase Brown. I go Evans if he plays, and then Kenneth Walker if he doesn't.
Yeah, I would look for the news on Saturday night because Schefter should have something out there for us Saturday night about the Monday night game. So just pay attention to it Saturday night.
Yeah, if you can trade
Yes, in a
Oh,
heartbeat,
yeah.
in a
And then
heartbeat, in a
and then just shut
heartbeat.
your phone off because the chat's gonna be pissed. Kamara keeps putting cheese on my dairy. Oh, should I add Mims or Traquan Thornton in the next? Great question, Hal.
Are you gonna piss him on about being lactose intolerant now,
Add,
Hal?
add Mims, bro. BTJ versus I messed that up. Luke, sorry, everyone. I apologize to everyone. I screwed up. Someone in my league lost. Yeah, we did that one.
He did
Leave
that
seating
one.
Rice on the
Wait,
bench.
wait, go back. He changed that deal. Now it's Genti and Nico for Bijan. I think I'd still do it.
I mean, that's a lot.
I don't like giving up Nico though. I do the other one. Use the
Do the
lesser
other one.
receiver.
Do Genti and McLaurin even. CD and Rice on the bench. Rice is not on the bench. I'm starting Rice over Ladd. I'm starting over Sutton. If both those guys are playing, you start CD and Rice, and you just have a really good team, and you're really happy about it.
Yeah, nobody needs a warm up game. It's not like he was injured.
Yeah, I mean, technically he's coming off an ACL, but he was already practicing.
Who, Rice?
Rashee Rice, his last season ended with an ACL injury, but he was already practicing before he got suspended.
Yeah. I'm not worried about that.
Dak or Daniels?
Ooh, I would probably go with Dak in this one. No, I'll go Daniels. Daniels has the rushing upside that Dak doesn't have.
I have Daniels ranked QB2 and Dak ranked QB3 this week.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. I have Mahomes 1.
Yana.
Yeah.
Born if Mac Jones is playing. How about that?
Bingo. Chase Brown or Vidal?
I'd use Brown.
Yeah, me too. Harvey, Michael Carter, Chubb, Big Gorilla, full PPR.
Harvey.
Probably just go Harvey, yeah. Pickens at home, you don't sit him. I mean, the only start sits where we said not Pickens were ones where it was like Rashee Rice or Adunze. You know what I mean? Like we're saying to start Pickens. It's like you ask me wide receiver 8 or wide receiver 10. KC or Seattle D. KC for me. I know Seattle D's been really good, man, but KC against the Raiders, that's my number 1 defense this week. Just too easy. Too good of a setup. Bourne, Carter, Harvey, Golden.
Bourne, Harvey, Carter, Golden. I would probably go, the standard league here, I think I might go Golden.
I'll go Golden, but if it's Bourne with no Pearsall and Mac Jones, the conditions are perfect for Bourne again. And
yes, true.
Yeah. Who should I start for QB? Jaden, Dak. It's Jaden. Yeah, I have Drake May ranked 4. So you have 3 of the top 4 QBs for me this week. Congratulations. Start Jaden in that shootout.
You have a good day too, Sox, in Alberta, Canada.
Heck yeah. Rodgers or Darnold this week. Already starting Higgins and Jalen Warren. So probably start Darnold and maybe diversify a little bit.
Yeah, not overload on the Thursday night game.
Yeah. Devonta Smith and Chase Brown.
Devonta Smith for me.
Okay, this is going to be the last few questions here, folks. If you want to get your questions answered, there's a couple ways. One, just become a Fantasy Alarm member on our website, and you can just get access to the Discord and ask questions at any time, and we'll answer them. That is the easiest way. 2 would be on this channel. If you hit join and become a member, or just do a super chat. We'll just kind of skip the line for you because that's how we do it for these folks.
Because money talks.
Money talks. I think we could rapid fire the rest of these questions though if we go real quick. So here we go. We already did that one. Zen's team is stacked. Thanks, fellas. Thanks, guys. And Ingram or Keena?
I think it's Keenan. Keenan Allen, probably. Keenan Allen.
Swift, Scatterbo, Judkins, Dowdle, pick 3.
First 3.
First 3, unless Chuba's out, and then in that event you bench Scatterbo against the Broncos. I did almost say Chris Brown. That's twice I almost said the super 3 times on this show. What's going on?
RB2 and a flex between these guys here. Monty and Jalen Warren for me.
Yep. Schultz, Ertz, or Fannin? Fannin if Njoku's out, but Ertz if the weather's crazy. That question, Joe, circle back with us on Sunday. Zay Flowers or Ray Flowers? Always our guy Ray Flowers over at Sirius XM. So that's it. That's the last question of the day. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you for tuning in. On the way out the door, if you have not hit that like and subscribe button so you can hang out with us every day. We're here every day, 1 o'clock, just giving you all the information that we can. We do waivers on Tuesday, trades on Wednesday. As you just saw, start sits. Also, if you're viewing this later in the day or didn't get your question in, tonight 6 to 7 p.m. John and Peba and Iggy are going to circle back around. I know some people got to work during the day, or maybe you had a question you didn't think of. Pop in. They'll be answering questions then. Until then, we are out of here.
Adios, turd nuggets.